The moment when it really fell apart for me was when one night, this is at the 4th location we'd been at, he was angry at us because he was just pissed off at us because we weren't doing things right. So he says, I'm going to teach you pussies how to knock somebody out. I want to volunteer. Of course, we all kind of stood. And then he just blew up. He says, you fucking worthless pieces of shit. If my teacher asked me, I need a volunteer, I'd say, I'm the fucking volunteer. And so Matthew, of course, the guy with no dad, who had completely taken on this teacher as his father figure, he said, I'll volunteer. So Matty sits on the floor. The teacher sits behind him, puts his arm around his neck, and then just squeezes. So you see Matty's face. You know, this kind of look like, hey, this is tighter than I, you know. And then there's panic. There's total panic, and he starts just clawing. I mean, it's completely involuntary. And as he's scratching his arms, he's trying to... And then he's out. It was the most horrifying thing I'd ever seen in my life. And I remember thinking, I knew that if you choke someone, they will lose consciousness. What was the lesson? There was no lesson. It's like he was real, I just knew. He realized that we were losing interest, and so he's got to up it. And how high do you up it? What do you do? He just choked this kid. For what? There was no lesson there. And that's when I just all of a sudden realized, this man has a specific athletic skill, but he is a complete asshole. This is probably all for shit. And then it was all over.